was kind of reckless what we did, to be honest. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. The initial purchase price plays a big part in it. I am all invested in this boat for $220,000. Do I, as the owner of this boat, do I personally have any regrets?
With Hurricane Irma, boats tossed. Here we are at this marina.
Hi, my name's Colin. I used to be a chief engineer on super yachts, but gave it all up to buy a hurricane-damaged Lagoon 450. My friends and I are fixing it up as we go, and are determined to circumnavigate the entire planet. So subscribe if you want some inspiration to live life to the fullest. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for?
Try to get a little bit closer. I always try to push it though, I always try to get as close as I can and end up getting waves breaking around the boat. It's really like super.
You're going straight in there.
It was chaos.
So we're here at Wizard Beach this morning. It's at the top end of Bastimentos. It's a decent swell around, but this is what it's all about. Just bringing the boat out to these spots, anchoring right next to the surf. Surf's right there, and getting amongst it. Yeah, there's waves. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. This is why I bought this boat, so we can do shit like this. So good.
See ya.
See you later. So I've got this wound on my finger here. It's healing nicely. It's been about 6 days, but it's still...
Yeah, it's a bit rolling.
And Dr. McRae back there suggested I use one of these and make sure it doesn't get wet, so that's what I'm going to do. It's all lubey.
Ready, Freddy.
Don't hesitate, just go.
So what's going on, Jamie?
I don't know, my foot's infected and it's sore. Yeah, it's like stuff coming out.
If stuff comes out, the pressure will come off and it'll feel much better. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Good.
It's not soft enough. I was hoping lots of pus would come out. I love that shit. I think we leave them another day and just see if the antibiotics soften it up, and once it turns pussy, then it will just come out real easy.
How did operation go?
Yeah,
You feeling better?
I'm out of action for one more day.
Oh, and then starting 2020 with a bang. Did you have a good surf?
Yeah, up in that north end there, in that little corner. It's real sheltered and protected. Super fun. It's pretty dry. I think that's just the lubrication. Pretty happy with that. More than one use for a condom.
Getting another crew member today, right?
Yeah. Lean is coming. She's from Estonia. She's already been on the boat before. She's the love of Jamie's life.
Put a bandage on my foot so she feels sorry for me. There's nothing under there.
What happened?
I was out surfing
Yeah.
and I was trying to get the hang of sitting on the board because I'm not very good. I
Yeah.
was getting rocked around a bit when I went up, and when I sat down, my testicle was underneath when I was sat on.
You gonna get the doctor to have a look? Is it bruised?
I think it's gone back inside.
Oh, the adventures of Freddy.
Did you ever believe I'm coming back?
You were coming back? The last time we saw Lena was actually here, right before we went to Guatemala and did all the work. So now she's back with us. She's gonna stay for about 2 years.
2 years? No, I'm just gonna, yeah. I moved in. I love it here. I'm staying.
We're going to Starfish Beach today. We're gonna go up there and hang out for the day. It's actually New Year's Eve, so.
Party going.
Also, we got Freddie here today. Freddie's gonna skipper the boat up to Starfish Beach. It's 8 miles into the wind. Fingers crossed we don't hit a reef. Let's do this.
Just a rock.
Anchor is up.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Just gonna pull it up by hand, do you reckon? You look nervous, mate. What up, Michelle?
Pirates.
What did you say?
Pirates.
We're gonna try and go stern to the beach so that we can just hop off onto the beach, but looks like there's a massive cat. Right, can't we go? It depends where his anchor is.
You excited?
Yes, but I want to help out. I'm completely worthless, I feel.
Oh shit, could be a lucky day, they might be leaving.
Great timing. Did you get degraded from captain to doing the anchor?
I know. You know, I had my trial.
It's better though.
The results are clear.
About 2 foot. Can you give us 2 feet, please? Nailed it. Just hop straight off the boat onto the sand.
One of the things we love doing on Parlay is anchoring stern to the beach. To do this, you need a very steep drop-off and little to no tide. You can then drop your anchor and come astern to the beach and set a secondary anchor off your stern. Careful not to dig your rudders into the beach. Now you can hop on and off the boat straight onto the beach. However, you will need to give special treatment to any injured crew.
Here's the starfish, girls.
When it comes time to leave, you can get your mate to try swim the anchor out to the boat.
You can do it. You can do it. That's it, swim the anchor. What did you do? You lost the anchor. What's it?
What do you call them? Yeah, what do you call them when you go over?
Muscle up. Are you doing 1 minute?
Can you?
It was cool, yeah. We pulled right at the beach. Just you step off from the boat to the beach. Amazing. Can't wait for those espresso martinis, eh?
Well, you didn't buy the vodka, so we're going to struggle with that.
Oh, so we okay.
I can make you coffee.
After a fun day with friends at the beach, our year was coming to an end. Once back at the anchorage, we took a moment to reflect on 2019 and what Parlay Revival meant to us.
Parlay Revival. I think 20. Go ahead, Freddie. You're right. Make your cocktail.
Freddie's in the background making cocktails.
Busted. Pina colada. Parlay Revival's been going for about 2 years, and this last year has obviously been the biggest one because we transformed her from being a constructive total loss into the beautiful beast that she is at the moment. And it took a lot of hard work, and I think none of us expected how much hard work it was going to be.
6 weeks.
And what have you been taking care of?
Cutting holes in the side of the boat.
The heat played a big part to that, I think. It was so hot. I never knew how much heat would just drain you.
Just as we think we're starting to get towards the end of it, we find this sort of shit.
So what 2020 has to offer is
I think,
mind-boggling.
to be honest, 2019 will be one of the biggest years of Parlay.
It's the building blocks of Parlay. Like anything that happens forward of here is because of 2019.
Yeah.
2018 was super fun. We all went cruising. We did all the Caribbean islands.
We didn't sink and we had holes in the side.
It was kind of reckless what we did, to be honest. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. We patched her up just enough to make her what we thought was seaworthy. But when we went to Guatemala and we opened her up, we realized how unseaworthy she actually was. So, big learning curve there. Don't do that. Don't do what we did. But we made it.
But you'd still recommend people to buy a hurricane damaged boat if they're willing to put the time, the effort, and the money into fixing it?
I don't know. One, and I'd say 100% if they're willing to do it.
It depends on. There's a few factors involved with that. The initial purchase price plays a big part of that. So if you get it for cheap enough, and then you have the time and the audacity to pull it off, then it becomes worth it. The key was we were all available to put the time into it.
What's 5 months?
We haven't actually done this before.
So
Let's do it.
5 months, 5 days a week.
This is going to be pretty depressing.
What would that be?
So 40 hours a week times 20 weeks.
So it's like 5,600
So $5,600.
No, that's hours.
per person.
So that's
And how much you-
$56,000 if it's $10 an hour. Per person.
We're going forward.
Basically, don't buy a hurricane damaged boat. That is outrageous. Okay, 5 months, it was $50,000 per person. So that's $150,000 of labour. If we're paying ourselves $10 an hour, that's not a good investment, is it? What are we doing?
Yeah, but it's not about investment. It's about lifestyle.
Okay, let's try a different way of looking at it. I'm all invested in this boat for $220,000. The boat is worth probably, if you were to buy this boat undamaged, is call it $420,000. So I'm $200,000. It does add up. It's $200,000 savings. The caveat to that is we could never sell this for 400 because it's got the cloud over. There's one last way to look at it. We are all invested for $220,000. We put a lot of labour in and we haven't accounted for that. But for $220,000 and a bit of fucking elbow grease, we are now able to circumnavigate the world with 8 friends. And can you put a price on that? That's the only other way to look at it. Freddie's been listening to this for the last 20 minutes. What's your opinion on this?
I was actually making pina coladas. I'm a financier, so I work in project finance. Well, I think there's 2 ways to look at it. I think you either look at it as like a hard-nosed investment, and does it make sense? Maybe not. But the other way to look at it is really it's giving you something that money in a way can't buy. The experiences, the friendships, the places that you see, the way that you see them by boat is completely different.
Would you do it?
Yeah, but not as a financial thing. I do it for the same reason we're all here, really, is to see the world in such a special way.
Yeah.
The reality also is that, like, if you hadn't have done it the way that you did it, like, you didn't have the cash to buy it undamaged. You didn't actually have that as an option. That's not an available option to most people.
No.
So you didn't really exactly. So you didn't actually have a choice but to do it the way that you did. The biggest part of it is that there's so much in it that you can't quantify as a value. Like, you can't monetarily quantify the value of experience, isn't it? So then all of the conversation becomes kind of redundant.
I personally think you've done an unreal job doing it
without
not knowing what's really going on, but actually taking your knowledge that you know of boats and putting into building this, and it's really fed off us.
But to be honest as well, this has to be taken into consideration. We were complete amateurs. So if you're a professional and you know what you're actually doing, that 5 months could be reduced down to 2 months. To summarize the whole Parlay thing, do I, as the owner of this boat, do I personally have any regrets? There's not an ounce of my soul that regrets anything that I've done in terms of Parlay Revival and how we've done it and the money I've spent and everything like that. Because what we've achieved and what we've accomplished and the experiences that we've had with the people that are involved, it is priceless. The people that have come into our lives and the experiences that we've been able to give them and that they've shared with us is priceless.
Cheers to that!
Cheers, everyone.
Right now, can I blend this pina colada?
2019 will always be the year that we did the unimaginable and transformed a hurricane-damaged boat into a luxurious catamaran again. We followed our dreams, we never gave up, and now we're ready to see what this world has to offer.
No, this is great. It's coming out. Oh my god. This is gonna feel so much better, Jamie. Oh my god, there's gonna be more.